Thanksgiving week is here, and I'm very thankful for some football, but I'm not so thankful for my picks recently. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome to this Week 12 Pick'em edition of Believers Talk, where we go over every single game, both straight up and against the spread. Again, thank you for joining me. My name is Joe. If you're new to this channel, guys, please be sure to hit that subscribe button for continual weekly Pick'em videos and also for continual Buffalo Bills and Buffalo sports coverage. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, and in the comments, let me know who you're picking this week. Again, guys, before we really get started, the first thing we have to talk about is Thanksgivings this week. So I want to wish everyone a safe and happy Thanksgiving. 2020 has been a crazy year. There's been no doubt about that. And there's been a lot of struggles and there have been some hard times. But we need to remember what we are thankful for. And I'm very thankful for a lot of things. So I hope that you guys are safe. And one thing I'm very thankful for are you guys watching this video. So I want to make sure that you guys have a safe, happy, and healthy holiday. Do everything you can to stay safe out there and have fun. You know, have a little fun. I know 2020 feels like you can't have fun anymore, but you can, so enjoy it. So we want to get into this week's picks, and we already have an update that Thursday night football game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens looks like it's been moved to Sunday if it gets played at all. Currently, we're waiting on tests from Baltimore Ravens facility to see if they have any more positive tests to see if this game is going to be played Sunday. But as of right now, the game has been postponed till Sunday. As of this video, I'm not sure what time on Sunday this game will be played, which means you go back to the traditional two Thanksgiving Day games, okay? And of course, we know who they are. They're the Detroit Lions hosting one and the Dallas Cowboys hosting the other. So first on Thursday afternoon, when the eating and the festivities are really just getting started, you have the Houston Texans going to Detroit and playing the Detroit Lions. Listen, Detroit's come on some hard times this year, man. It's been a tough year for the Detroit Lions. Matt Patricia is now on the hot seat officially, if not getting ready to be kicked out of the seat. Houston's getting better, right? You're talking about Deshaun Watson having a pretty good season right now, even though no one really notices him just because of what's been going on with that team, right? Bill O'Brien's been fired. They really haven't been that good, although they came up with a big win last week against the New England Patriots. I expect the wins to keep on rolling for the Houston Texans. Give me the Texans to win this game. Give me the Texans to cover a 3-point spread. Moving on to Dallas, where it looks like Dallas has maybe gotten things right after a big win over the Minnesota Vikings last week. Probably the NFC East biggest win of the season. They go against the Washington football team. The Washington football team just hasn't been able to get things right? They beat Cincinnati last week, so good for them getting that victory. Now they have 3 wins. This game, as hard as it is to believe, is for the division lead in the NFC East. The Dallas Cowboys coming off that big win, like I said, they'll try to get Zeke Elliott going early and often. I expect the Dallas Cowboys to win this game at home. Give me the Dallas Cowboys to win this game. Give me the Dallas Cowboys to beat the 3-point spread. Dallas might still have a bitter taste in the mouth about that last year Thanksgiving game. Way to go, Bills. But they'll want to get some payback and be amped for this game. Dallas wins this one, covering a 3-point spread. Moving on to that game that's to be determined. Again, it was originally scheduled for Thursday night. No Thursday night football this year due to the pandemic. But again, we can be thankful that we have football at all. So we have the Baltimore Ravens going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. Last I checked, before the spread went down due to the game being played on Sunday, it was a 5-point spread for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like the Steelers to win this game. They have a lot riding on this game. Plus, it's against a division rival, the Baltimore Ravens. And I think it's 3 of the last 4 years. The team that won the first matchup has also won the second matchup. They've swept 3 of the last 4 years between these two teams. Give me the Steelers to win this game. Give me the Steelers. Give me the Ravens to beat a 5-point spread. Again, that spread might change. As of right now, it's 5, so that's the spread I'm going with. So give me the Steelers to win. Give me the Baltimore Ravens to cover a 5-point spread. It's still going to be a dogfight. These two teams always play tough. Then you go on to the Sunday slate of games, the ones that we know are going to be played on Sunday and what times they're going to be played. First, you have the LA Chargers coming to Buffalo to play the Buffalo Bills. I've been saying this all week, and I'll continue to say this. If the Buffalo Bills do not win by more than a touchdown, I'm going to be a little disappointed. This will be the first game where I would be a little disappointed if they don't win by at least a touchdown, if not more. Currently, the spread is 6. However, the way we lost that game before the bye week in Week 10 to the Arizona Cardinals, that Hail Mary, that leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. If you're a player, if you're a fan, doesn't matter. So the Bills have had 2 weeks to let that fester up and get ready to play. They want to get back out there to get that taste out of their mouth. And we're at home. So that means for the past 2 weeks, we've been sitting at home getting ready for the Chargers. Again, the Bills are 6-point favorites, and some might think that is a lot. The Chargers really haven't been doing a good job covering the spreads, even against the Jets last week. Give me the Bills to win this game. Give me the Bills to cover a 6-point spread. Moving on to Atlanta, where the Atlanta Falcons are at home to play the Las Vegas Raiders. The Vegas Raiders, to some surprise, are in that playoff hunt. In fact, in a pretty good spot right now in that playoffs. They did lose a tough one to the Kansas City Chiefs. However, that was a really tough game, and they played really well. Even having a comeback drive towards the end, just giving Patrick Mahomes just a little too much time. Give me the Las Vegas Raiders to win this game. They are favored by 3 points. I don't like Atlanta right now at all, so give me the Raiders to win this game. Give me the Raiders to cover a 3-point spread. Moving on to the Cincinnati Bengals, where Joe Burrow will not be playing for the Cincinnati Bengals due to that injury last week, but the Cincinnati Bengals are at home against the New York Football Giants. The Giants, again, right there for the division in the NFC East. They're looking a little better. I'm not going to say they look good, but they're looking better than they did earlier in the season. Cincy, like I said, without Joe Burrow, kind of out of luck right now when it comes to the quarterback position. Give me the New York Giants to win this game, but this one is in Cincinnati, and just because they have a backup quarterback doesn't mean they don't have players that can't lift him up and also lift this team up. I think they're still going to make it competitive, and plus the Giants covering a 6-point spread doesn't sound right to me. Give me the Bengals to cover the 6-point spread. Give me the Giants to win this game. They move on to a big divisional matchup. 2 teams coming off impressive wins last week, the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. In Indianapolis, the Colts coming from behind to beat the Green Bay Packers. The Tennessee Titans winning against the Baltimore Ravens. Both these games going into overtime last week. It's a 3.5-point spread. I like this game. I'm gonna enjoy this game. Even though I watched the Bills game, I'll probably go back between the Indy game and the Bills game. But give me the Tennessee Titans to win this game. Give me the Colts to cover that spread, though. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a close one. It's a divisional matchup. I like it. I'm going to enjoy watching it, even if I have to watch it after the Bills game. I'm going to enjoy it. But yeah, give me the Titans to win this game. But give me the Colts to cover a 3.5-point spread. Moving on to Jacksonville, you have the Jaguars, who just don't look good at all this season as 6.5-point underdogs against the Cleveland Browns. I'm going to say the same thing about the Cleveland Browns I did against the Giants. 6.5 just seems like a lot to me. The Cleveland Browns have not been putting up a lot of points so far in the past few weeks. So give me the Cleveland Browns to win this game. But Jacksonville stay in this one, right? At home, Jacksonville tried to stay with Pittsburgh, couldn't get the job done. A few turnovers, a few mistakes led to that. If they limit those mistakes, they can definitely stay in the game. Give me Cleveland to win, but give me Jacksonville to cover the 6.5-point spread, or to beat the 6.5-point spread. Moving to Minnesota, where the Minnesota Vikings are 4-point favorites against the Carolina Panthers. Again, Carolina, we're not sure who they have. We're not sure who they're not going to have. So give me Minnesota to win this game by 4 points. Coming off a disappointing loss to the Dallas Cowboys. Give me the Vikings to win this one. Give me the Vikings to beat that 4-point spread. Moving on to New England, where the Arizona Cardinals go to New England to play the Patriots. Patriots are 2-point underdogs. Listen, you talk about these West Coast teams coming east. New England's going to be a little furious about their loss to the Texans last week. Arizona had extra rest, so you do have to give them that. But during this pandemic state, you cannot travel until a day, I believe, is before the game. So that's going to mean that these guys are going to be a little tired, not ready for this kickoff time, possibly. Give me the New England Patriots to actually pull off the upset, win this game, and that means New England beats the 2-point spread. Moving on to the New York Jets-Miami Dolphins game. The Jets at home, 7-point underdogs to the Dolphins. Dolphins come off a disappointing loss last week to the Denver Broncos. Obviously, Bills fans happy about that. Give me the Miami Dolphins to win this game and cover. There's not much to say here. The Jets are awful. The idea the Jets don't go winless is now becoming less and less. I don't know why they're getting the win. I look at their schedule. I don't know where they're getting the win. I think it's pretty obvious right now. If I was a betting man, which I am, I would bet that they would go 0-16 this year. Give Miami to win this game. Miami to beat a 7-point spread. Then we go into the 4 o'clock games on Sunday. If I were to guess, I would say the Pittsburgh-Baltimore game would be moved to 4 o'clock on Sunday. But again, we already picked that game. So let's move on to the New Orleans Saints going to Denver, playing the Denver Broncos. The Broncos 5.5-point underdogs. I've said it all year, and I'll continue to say it. Denver's just a different team at home than they are away. We saw it last week against the Dolphins. They beat the Dolphins in Denver. Listen, the Bills still play the Broncos in Denver, so let's not count that as an easy win. They're a much more difficult team to play in Denver in the mountains. Give me the Denver Broncos to cover the spread. However, you look at this Saints team, I know there's no Drew Brees, right? But as they proved last week against Atlanta, there are multiple ways that this team can beat you. So give me the Saints to win this game. Even the Broncos to be close, though. Again, Tyreek Hill didn't do a lot or not Tyreek Hill, but you know who I'm talking about, their quarterback Hill. Didn't do a lot to say that he is definitely a quarterback in this league, more of a gadget type guy. I still believe that, but I think he does enough to win this game. But Denver does cover that 5.5-point spread. Going on to the Rams at home against the San Francisco 49ers. The Rams 7-point favorites. San Fran unfortunately got hit hard and early and often by the injury bug this year. Give me the Rams to win this game. Give me the Rams to cover a 7-point spread at home. Moving on to a really fun game, the 4 o'clock game most people will probably be watching as Kansas City, led by Patrick Mahomes, plays the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by Tom Brady. It should be a good matchup. Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just losing last week, so they're coming off a loss that probably doesn't sit well with them against the Rams. And then you talk about the Kansas City Chiefs having that little bit of extra rest, right? They played they played on Sunday night. So, no, they don't have rest. I thought they played Thursday night. But Kansas City coming into this game off another victory. They're still chasing the Pittsburgh Steelers in the division. In the conference for that number 1 overall seed. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs to win. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs to beat and cover a 3.5-point spread. Then move on to Sunday Night Football, where the Green Bay Packers are at home. We're going to Lambeau Field. If you guys are a fan of Tom Grassi, he'll definitely be doing this game live play reaction, so check that out. But they play the Chicago Bears, the Packers, 5-point favorites. Listen, these two, kind of like the Steelers and the Ravens, always playing close games. So give me Chicago to cover a 5-point spread. But Green Bay, coming off a difficult loss to the Colts last week in overtime, I expect them to come out firing. I expect them to come out with the victory. But again, give me Chicago to cover a 5-point spread. Moving on to Monday Night Football, another NFC East team on a primetime game. Why? I don't know. Don't know why the NFL seems to like the NFC East better than any other division, especially on a year like this one, where 4 wins will be the leader of the division after this week. Seattle is a 6-point favorite on the road. I like Seattle Seahawks in this game. Carson Wentz is last place in most QB categories this season. He just doesn't look good. Doug Peterson says that they're going to stick with him because they are, as hard as it is to believe, they are in a division race in the NFC East. Give me the Seattle Seahawks to win this game. Give me the Seattle Seahawks to cover a 6-point spread. So again, guys, those are my picks, both straight up and against the spread. Let me know your picks in the comment section. Hopefully mine start getting better because they've been pretty bad the past couple weeks. Would like to see a much better week this week. Again, I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm very thankful for you guys, the fans. I hope that you guys enjoy this content. And if you do, like I said, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you join me on Sunday for the game between the Buffalo Bills and the LA Chargers. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.